As the sun sets on the red stick here on a wonderful Friday evening in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the USBC Queens, the 2017 edition rolls on here inside the Raising Cane's River Center, again in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, along with Aaron Smith, Jason Thomas, and on behalf of our entire PWBA and USBC staffs, my name is Emil Williams Jr., and we welcome you to our continuing coverage of our first major of the PWBA Tour season, the USBC Queens, here Bowl TV on Extra Frame. We are rolling into the A squad as we continue on with round two. 5 more games before round two will be officially in the books, and just one more day to determine the other 63 players who will join defending champion Bernice Lim in the match play bracket. We are behind lanes 27 and 28, 29 and 30. Katie Bishop, Kaylin Carl, and Missy Parkin to start things on 27 and 28. Yoko McDonald, Erin McCarthy, Melissa Van Dyke, and Megan McGinley on 29 and 30. Pleasure to be here with you. If you have joined us throughout the season, throughout the season, that of course as well, we say thank you. If you have joined us throughout the week to this point, we certainly say thank you also. How about that from Megan McGinley? I've never seen the 3, 6, 7, 10 made like that. Good thing we were here to capture it on Bowl TV on Extra Frame. Did I hit record? I did hit record. Make sure you always hit the record button, folks. It's be a matter of life and death. We'll get into all of the news and notes from the Queens here in just a second. Your leader, though, continues to be Lindsay Boomershine. Encourage you to, if you're watching, where you may be watching from, certainly let us know. You know the drill by now. In just a few moments, we'll have a couple posts up for you to be able to chat with and chat through. Got some good comments generally throughout. Folks know where they let us know where they are watching from. We also know we have some regular viewers, and we certainly appreciate regular and new. All fans of the sport are welcome. Again, A squad taking the lanes tonight. Of course, they bowled yesterday at 8 a.m. Now today at 5 p.m. all time Central. What I'm talking about, of course, right now. Tomorrow they will hit the burns. They bowled on the fresh twice. Tomorrow is their day to roll on the burn squad. Important to note, if you've been watching, you know that game one can potentially bring some fireworks. Someone generally has a string of strikes somewhere. And we'll keep an eye on that. So it looks like all early strings have come to an end so far. Of course, our yesterday's A squad, Shannon Pulhowski, led A squad at plus 141 again out yesterday. Shot there from Kalen Carl. See the Hall of Famer Tish Johnson. Just a pair over 25 and 26. She starts with spare and 3 in a row. Oh, Missy didn't like that one. 3-6-9-10. And looks like, oh, there is one. Almi Guerra from the Dominican Republic. See, it started with the first 5 in a row. It's always one potential when we start things. Josie Ernest Barnes. If you're wondering, is that Josie Ernest? It is. That is Josie Ernest. Recently married. She has gone spare, first frame, and then the next 6. Already seen 2 290 games. One from Sherry Tan yesterday. First game of B squad. And we saw one this afternoon. Game 3 was Summer Jasmine. She bowled in C squad. Sound like Aaron Smith now, maybe mixing up squads and such, as we did earlier today. Be sure to follow us on our social media channels, the Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page, the PWBA Tour Facebook page as well. Of course, at USBC on Twitter, at PWBA Tour on Twitter, and also at PWBA Tour on Instagram. There's a lot going on here on the, I wanted to say the campus, essentially, because it's a relatively large area that encompasses the Raising Cane's River Center. Of course, this is the actual convention center space we are in. Adjacent to it is the arena/theater portion, and that is where many graduations have taken place this week. One just got done as we were beginning this round. Looks like it's going to be a nice night. They've got some live entertainment and activities outside the venue. So, as I would normally say on a Friday, as we'd be streaming at 6 o'clock, whatever time zone we would normally be at a particular standard event, for example. Be sure to enjoy your Friday evening. I appreciate you watching a little bowling or adding some bowling to it. But if you're not going out tonight, well, Extra Frame is the club for you then. And Aaron Smith and I will be your DJs. We'll
Whoa.
be playing the hits.
Playing the hits. Maybe a few oldies in there.
We'll take a few requests as well throughout the evening.
This could escalate quickly. I'm just picturing this in my head.
It's a dry event though. It's a dry campus.
Dry campus. Yeah, definitely a lot of excitement outside the convention center, but plenty here inside. Ami Guerra added another strike. She's got 7 in a row now on 31 and 32. Luckily not too far away from us. Behind lanes at 27 through 30. Ami now getting ready to go up on 32 for her 8th frame.
Six, 9, 10. Ami. Appreciate all of our extra frame viewers and fans alike of the PWBA Tour. As we continue to move forward to bracket time. Now just 2 days away. As I mentioned earlier, we'd love for you to be a part of the conversation tonight. Good recovery there from Erin McCarthy as she fouled in frame 6 but made the spare. Erin's such a talented player who has had success at this event in recent years. Just a couple of years ago, top seed. Before that, you heard her name in regards to the intercollegiate team championships, for example. Owed for Midland University from Omaha, Nebraska. She's been battling the injury bug in recent memory. Or recent weeks, I should say. Had to withdraw, actually, last week. Had some back spasms. There is Missy Parkin. I was going to say split the 8-9, but the 9 was the last to go. The ball just clipped it. 1, moving right along. Of course, just 5 games. Big double there for Missy. First shot in the 10th, a good one. Good players, of course, in this squad, as there are in every other one. Missy Park in front of us. I mentioned Aaron McCarthy in front of us as well. Shannon Puhowski. Claire Guerrero, a couple pairs away. Padilla. Kelly Kulik down on the lane 9, now to a good start, 2:14. Mitch and Josie ended up shooting 2:55 to start game 1. It's already adding to her triple-digit total.
Up to plus 188.
Shannon finishes up with 201. Been 3 opens. Nice finish from Missy Parkin. She's in the clubhouse with 208.
Gets her to 120 over. Dasha Kovalova, 1 pair to our left. Plus 96 to start the day, off to a pretty solid start. So it's 238 out there.
All right, 173 for Kaylin Carl and 157 for Katie Bishop. Things on 27 and 28 have come to an end. Of course, 29 and 30 with 4 players at the moment. There's a time where it's a little quiet. Aaron Smith does not like quiet.
In general, I'm just a noisy person. And the quietness makes me uncomfortable. as you can tell by all the talking I've done this week. Dynamite drop in, Marty. Scout not going to have enough oomph for McCarthy in frame 9. Looks like Shannon Pluhowski, Stephanie Schwartz. A few of our players making their way to 27 and 28. Teammates on Team USA. Delivering the strike, excuse me, on 26. Dasha Kovalova in the 220s. One more can get her into the 230s. And throwing the ball well this week.
Agree.
She does deliver. Second strike in the 10th, going to be in the 230s. Melissa Van Dyke making the 10-pin. This is her debut at the Queens. Also her debut at the USBC Women's Championships just before this. Teamed up with Heidi Sanders, also out of Ohio, to take the event's diamond doubles lead. Finishes things out with 189. Stephanie Schwartz, Shannon Pluhowski, and Krista Sant joining us on Bowl TV on Extra Frame. The competitors on A squad getting the fresh twice to start. So they know what they saw, what they liked, what they didn't like from yesterday's opening round block. Shannon Pluhowski led A squad, plus 141. 201 to kick things off here, now at plus 142. That's simple math, but I think Shannon likes adding a lot more pins onto that.
Yeah, throwing shots like that will do it. Got 201, but definitely not the way she wanted to. The 3 opens, only 1 was a split. Maybe 1 looked like probably was a washout.
McCarthy finishes up with a strike, 182.
Two really good shots to start for Puhalski. A couple of no-doubters. Folks, feel free to share on social media with various posts, letting, of course, everyone know that we are live, certainly on Extra Frame. And as always, feel free to drop a comment or two. Keep them PG, please.
Some great shots out of the gate here for Krista Sant. Looking to make her move. Minus 32 coming into this game. Stephanie Schwartz did cool things at the 2016 USBC Queens after a not so favorable opening round. I think you would agree that last year's event, pretty high scoring.
I would say so.
Stephanie found herself in the minus. Had a lot of work to do last 10 games, which showed the resilience. Ended up posting the high block final day of qualifying after a pretty nice round the second day to get back into the mix. Probably jumped over 100, 120 spots to qualify 17th.
Some pretty good bowling.
We've come to expect that over the past few years, though. Schwartz becoming a pretty familiar name between the collegiate ranks as well as on a junior team USA. She has been on the adult team for the past 2 years as well. National champion at Stephen F. Austin in 2016. Was the NTCA Player of the Year as well in 2016 after winning Rookie of the Year honors the year before.
So Jeannie Franklin is up airing on lane 30, and I got the lowdown on the jerseys. So if you recall yesterday, from here we thought that you know, the jersey may have represented like some type of fun place and beach and everything, and maybe a grill. But no. What the jerseys are is a almost like an ode to I Dream of Jeannie. Of course, her name is Jeannie.
Her name is Jeannie.
Yes, and they are essentially cartoon characters of her family. Of course, her husband Tony, daughter Tori. So there's Jeannie on the back of the jersey. And a chillin', laying out, Cartoon Tony, nice spare. Cartoon Tony is actually on the front. I'm gonna have to see Tony in person, hopefully soon, so I can verify that
That's actually Tony.
His likeness.
So is it maybe different scenes from the TV show? Is that maybe a little bit?
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of? Okay.
She said it wasn't like her favorite TV show, but it is.
But the name works.
It certainly works. I mean, I don't think you could get better than that outside of the spelling. I said, wow, that's actually, you know, when you think about it, that's pretty cool. That's it's good. It's good thinking. Good use of the jersey. And that's why jerseys are so cool, because, oh, how about that? Denisha Waller made the 6, 7, 10. It bounced back, and she had no clue. It's pretty impressive. Good to know that pins actually bounce. Anyway, thinking about that and the personality that you can display on your own jersey, sometimes explanation is needed. You got folks like us back here. Clearly, we, wouldn't mind a vacation if we're thinking everything is sand and palm trees.
Does sound all right. So, Emil,
Yeah.
if you had to design jerseys
It's a good question already.
based off of a TV show to describe whatever it is you'd like to describe, what TV show would it be?
I don't even. Man, that's a tough one. That's a very good question.
I don't have an answer myself, so I figured I'd ask first before you thought of asking me. So
That is. That's like a Frank Martin answer from like South Carolina when the young reporter from SI Kids asked him a question during the NCAA tournament. And he said, first of all, that's a great question. No one has ever asked me that. So
I'm sure I'm the first one to ask you that. So
you are. Man, I don't know. I think there are a couple that come to mind from a TV show standpoint. At least for me, anyway. It would have to be like a combination of like the Fresh Prince and I was a huge fan of Martin.
kind of figured that'd be in there somewhere.
Yep. Probably the Cosby Show. That I could probably, I don't know, that probably take scenes from all of those, some episode, and make jerseys out of those.
A Cosby sweater jersey.
See, that could be it. that could be it. That definitely could. I mean, there's literally just tons of episodes of Martin that I could put on a jersey. It would be like kind of like Jeannie and what she explained, unless you like know the show. Like you would be wondering, like, hey, what is this about? Like, what does that mean? And then I'd probably pull up the episode for you. I'd probably have it ready for the questions at that point, and I'd just play it for you, and then you would laugh and then understand it. Same thing with Fresh Prince. If there was a cartoon, it would have to be Thundercats.
Oh, that's funny.
Maybe it's me, like, with a red mane. There's Lion-O, but there's my face. Sounds scary.
If we already know who Jago would be.
Jago would be represented in this.
Just great.
This is where we need the phone line. That's our question for the day. Aaron posed it.
The phone line callers, please call in.
The phone lines are open.
Make your request.
In this case, it's the Live Now Facebook posts or Twitter. Although you may not be able to get the full answer you might like to type in 140 characters. So
Seems difficult for such a complex subject.
It does.
If you're able to pull that off, high five.
if you had to, well, I'll let Aaron dictate the question verbatim because it was his question.
I don't know if I could repeat that question. It was so awkwardly asked.
Well, we're going to have to repeat this thing every game. I mean, it's too good not to try to get some involvement with this thing.
Well, that's...
Oh, 4-pin for Jeannie Franklin. It will not go. Jeannie still looking for her first strike. Stephanie Schwartz also a 4-pin. On a 9 counts for Stephanie.
Really, really close. But taking care of her spares so far. If she can get a double here, can still get to 2-0 this game.
She is close, but sometimes she kind of might be in that little zone where you don't want to be in, where that 4-pin, 10-pin zone. She's left a couple 10 pins, and now 4-pin.
Yeah, definitely got that one to face up a bit sooner, but a little bit too much.
All right, if you're just joining us, if you're watching A squad, round number 2, last squad of the day, game 2 of 5. And the 7-pin for Gongora. Pluhowski with trouble here in the 9th. Kelly Kulik on a run. He's got the back 8, including the first strike in the 10th frame. He's on 39.
Can get to 268. That'll get her to better than plus 100. Actually, pretty much all right there. Just needs a decent count on her second shot in the 10th, but
So after practice and through 1 game, almost 2. This A squad looks a little slightly tough. There's definitely no free will for sure. I think on the pattern in general, it's very playable. 41 feet, almost 28 mils. Aaron Smith posed a great question, folks. He posed it to me. We were talking about Jeannie Franklin's I Dream of Jeannie jersey series, essentially, because there's 2. I don't know if she'll have another one for tomorrow. I did not ask the question. But now I'm like, and I don't want to ask. I just kind of want to be
you want to be surprised
a little bit. But Aaron asked me if I had to create a jersey or could create one based on a TV show, sitcom, whatever it is, whatever it may be for you. Yeah, what would it be? So we'll ask you that question as well. Feel free to comment. Oh.
What 710?
You know what I'm saying. Feel free to comment on our live now Facebook posts. Could be either PWA Tour or the USBC Facebook page. I'm curious to hear some of our viewers' thoughts on this. That's an exceptional idea. Jeannie Franklin may have started something. That's what trendsetters do. I think I would get a few jerseys. I don't even think I would wear them. I would like frame it.
Framing jerseys.
Although if you follow social media or just know bowling, you'll know that you see a lot more jerseys that have cartoon characters, and
Well, the bar continues to get raised.
I know. In fact, over at the Open Championships, like that's kind of the pinnacle where these jerseys are then displayed for the first time. It's like where it happens.
Shout out to Mike Dole and company.
My man. Double there for Jeannie Franklin.
His group always it's been coming the past few years. I'll apologize here on Bowl TV on Extra Frame. I wanted to get a photo of them this past few weeks ago, whenever it was. They were in town not too long ago, and the jerseys were Karate Kid themed.
Nice.
And they happened to be bowling on the same squad that we had Luis Cantu shoot 300, and then bowlingdynamics.com made a run at the regular team lead. By the time that whole craziness had gotten done, they had departed and left the facility. They did not wear the jerseys again the next day, which I don't blame them. Gotta have a fresh look for both days. But I meant to catch up with them. I did not. But they've kind of set the bar at the OC, kind of the trendsetters to start bringing that. I believe it was 13 or 14. Both of their teams dressed up like Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. The Toon Squad in 2015 in El Paso.
Yeah, they heard him with the Toon Squad.
They weren't messing around.
They heard him with the Toon Squad.
Toon Squad was.
And a year later, of course, like the Toon Squad actually became popular again. Because, if you joined us last squad, I talked about shoes and things of that nature. There was some shoes released of the Michael Jordan variety called Space Jam. And then all of a sudden you saw the Space Jam characters and apparel and such kind of be re-released or became popular yet again.
This is going to drag me into a brand new, fun and exciting question for you.
Uh-oh.
It's an idea borrowed for a different sport, courtesy of Bill Simmons, now of The Ringer. But likes to make a lot of movie references in his articles and talks a lot about the NBA. Of course, playoffs going on, a lot of excitement, everything. And it's always fun to compare players from different ages. When were players at their peak? Who was better? That whole thing. So one of his arguments is if you kind of go look at the Space Jam theory, if aliens came down from Earth, they had to have one game of basketball. Who would your 5 players be? From what year? What edition? What version of Jordan? Could you name a PWBA team like that. 5 bowlers, anytime, any era. You got time travel machine. I feel this is a long, could be a long, something that deserves research and statistics, and
Yeah, that's extensive.
there's a lot going on there.
That would be an extensive one. It requires some thought.
Doesn't have to be now. We get on these random topics from time to time, and things just kind of spiral. It also helped kind of bridge the gap as we wait for our competitors for Game 3.
I'm going to keep that one in mind. There's a few, you know, and I do a lot of, or in the off season, you know, we had the PWA Vault series that we did. So I got to watch a lot of the PWA tour across several eras and generations. So I would, that's a very good question.
I mean, there's...
Maybe we'll answer them all. We'll think about it. We'll sleep on it.
But I mean, you could select 1992 Tish Johnson, Player of the Year, U.S. Women's Open winner, 4 titles. Of course, you could pick current version Tish Johnson. She's pretty good too. Kelly Kulick would say 2017 Kelly Kulick. 2010 Kelly, also pretty good. We talked a little bit about that yesterday. Capturing the Queens, U.S. Women's Open, and Tournament of Champions all in the same year. Speaking of Tish Johnson, while we wait, there she is. That's Tish's fill ball. Finishes with 181. She was at plus 30. So Jennifer King and Jessica Peters to finish up over. That is on 31 and 32. Looks like it also gives you a look at the design here a little bit and get to see some banners, the WC masking units. A few banners hanging. Big shout out to our gold industry partners. Columbia 300, Hammer, Kegel, Storm, for their continued support of these great events. Back to action on our featured pairs. Kayla Olvesny starting off with a strike. Joined by Gabby Mayfield, Sabrina Duncan Rose over on 29-30. Kelly Kulick rocking the red, white, and blue. Vanessa Romero. And Trista, I believe you said it Kim's yesterday?
Yes, but I don't know if that's correct or not. It could be Kim's. spare.
Nice cover, Gabby. Talked a little bit about her yesterday. Proud owner of a 8-lane bowling center.
Indeed.
Lake Isabella, California. Was that it?
That is it.
How about that? See, I pay attention when you talk.
That is it. Good shot from Obesny. Wichita State shotgun.
If you're just joining us, this is game 3 of 5 for A Squad competitors, round 2 at the 2017 United States Bowling Congress Queens, the first major of the 2017 PWBA Tour season. We are at the Raising Cane's River Center, located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The River Center also hosts to the USBC Women's Championships from now until the middle of July, July 10th, the final day of competition. The WC kind enough to take a few days off to let these ladies compete in the Queens. Competition will resume at the Women's Championships on Monday. We'll have a late team event after we finish up figuring out who our stepladder finalists are for the Queens. Then on Tuesday, we'll have a doubles and singles squad in the morning as we prepare for the excitement of 4 TV shows, culminating from the first 3 PWBA Tour regular season stops: Sacramento, Sonoma County, and Fountain Valley. And of course, the Queens as well. Queens show will air on Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Two magnificent shots from Kulik on 29. See if she can make the adjustment on 30 her next time up. She's actually messing around with some tape at the moment. Nice cover on a difficult conversion, and not so often seen. That was the 1-5-7-8-9.
By the way, Aaron.
Yes.
Mike Dole told me to tell you that it's all good. You missed the Back to the Future jerseys during the minor events, doubles and singles. He said basically, hey, no worries, but you did miss the
And this back. Oh,
Back
man.
to the Future.
That sounds even cooler.
That does. I'm actually wondering, and now I've got to see him. How does that even?
Because
How do you pull that off? Like, what do you? Are they scenes from the movie?
I remember seeing them before they bowl doubles and singles. I don't know if they were jerseyed up yet or not, though. But they're in a little more casual attire. Or maybe I just missed it. That's a complete.
Maybe you've never seen Back to the Future.
I have seen Back to the Future. Man, I can't even imagine how those would go. I'm intrigued now. Hey, Chuck. It's your cousin Marvin. Marvin Berry? Listen to this.
Well, listen to this.
I hope I got that.
Well done.
I hope I got that quote right now.
Listen to this.
Because I got half of that one and half of the Family Guy version in my head too, which is slightly different. So.
Couple of front fives up, make it a front six. Now on lane 40. That's Karen Boyd with the front six. Taylor Boltice with the front five on lane 39. Same pair, strikes flowing. In there for Kelly Kulick. You see where she's playing on the fresh in comparison to some other players. Of course, we mentioned just the variance in the way you could attack the pattern.
Kelly uses that opportunity to get a little more information. Plus 115. Can take a chance like that. Shouldn't say a chance, but more of an opportunity to giveaway of this case, just one pin, more than likely. Never know, but
Nice shot there from Mayfield, winning the 8-9. Well, information received and processed and then delivered by Kelly Kulik. 7-10, okay. Oh, let's change balls, try something different. Maybe move a couple more boards right. What looked to be from something a little stronger. A little grit, a couple teeth. And then buries the hole. See if he does the same thing on the left lane. I think that would confirm all suspicions. If you're joining us for the first time today, and you want to make sure you're in the right place, well, I know you are in the right place. You are on the extra frame, watching the 2017 USBC Queens, live from the Raising Cane's River Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Beautiful 44-lane venue here. Mayfield's got to hurry. And wraps at 10. Again, Convention Center space. Raising Cane's Arena Theater across the way. USBC Women's Championships. Essentially a break for the week of the Queens. All right, Kulik, left lane. All right, trips to 4. They should be able to make the adjustment off that. Kelly, one of the greatest of all time. Going to get back to your question earlier, Aaron, about you could build a team with past, present PWBA players. Not sure what year you wouldn't want to pick Kelly, for example. I mean, it'd be hard to argue about the 2010 Kelly, though.
Aliens wouldn't stand a chance.
No Monstars would. Definitely not. Even if they had stolen their talent. I think most people would probably have the 2001 Carolyn Doran ballot.
That's a good call. CDB, 7 titles, including right here at the Queens. Sabrina gets that 7-pin to fall. Since it's my thing and I can make stuff up. Like, granted, Liz Johnson good at pretty much any time. You can pick any year from now between 96 probably, but maybe U.S. Open, Liz Johnson. Maybe not just a year, just
period.
Just period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kelly knew right away, and herself a little tap on the noggin after that one.
Wow. Tell you, Jennifer Russo on 31 and 32 has thrown some really good shots. And you can't see it off camera. You see her, but you can see the results. She's wrapped a 10. That time she's stoned an 8 pin. Nice spare there from Trista. All right, good shot there from Sabrina. The first one in the 10th. That's our second double of the game. Former Rookie of the Year on tour. Sabrina Rose. But a lot of people probably don't know that. Back in 2002. Last time the award was given prior to the hiatus. Texas Southern University head coach of the women's bowling team. 2.45 for Kelly Kulick. Of course, for all of your results, so be sure to check out bowl.com/Queens or pwba.com. Click on the slider that will greet you. It says USBC Queens. Click for coverage and results. You can do that. You can also go right to that page at pwba.com/live. After a couple games, Josie 255, 233. A good shot there from Trista Kims. Of course, Lindsey Boomershine, your overall leader at plus 346. She might get another award tomorrow.
She will not get another award tomorrow.
Okay.
But she did bowl well. Well enough to pretty much put herself between, put quite a few pins between her and the rest of the field. But we already had one player beat her overall total in the first squad. So whether or not that was Anita Arnett. It was in the 1160s.
1164.
1164, yep.
Indeed.
And that was the big squad earlier today on B. Not sure if anyone on Summer Jasmine had a chance to get past that. She was at 960 after 4 games, I want to say. Summer Jasmine had the big at 290. Get herself in pretty good position. Fell a little bit off pace that last game. Don't think she surpassed 204. But we can check that.
1140.
1140.
Well,
180.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Summer Jasmine.
Yes, 1140.
So 180 the last game.
Yeah, that's right. Anita. She bowled very well today. Came back with a vengeance.
I was going to say, looks like most of the big scores early on were all on the fresh. So C squad catching the burn. Nothing too crazy. They played a little tough. We finish up game number 3 here. Gotta give a shout out. Here, he asked for the shout out yesterday. He earned it today. Chris Castro, our buddy from working a few years at the Open Championships in the booths, actually sent pictures of the Back to the Future doubles jerseys. That? So I think Mr. Dole was rocking it when I saw it. It just didn't register at the time. But that's one of those where I could see that kind of falling into the Jeannie Franklin, where kind of got to ask about it, or you look at it and you're wondering about it. But now knowing it ahead of time and looking at it, it all clicks. So thank you, Mr. Castro. And to Mr. Dole for his continued creativity. He's pretty good at bowling too.
He's all right. As great as he is as a bowler, he's a better person. folks. Boy, these go by quick.
We're cruising.
Remember that game, Cruising? Hey, hey. Cruising USA. Yeah. And then you can like choose your car. Choose your car.
Yeah, car sounds.
Yeah, I do it all, man. Listen. That was a dope game. Like when that game first came out.
Cruising USA, I 100% agree with you.
Like as a junior league bowler, like
after
you had to like wait in line.
After you finish up, that was Cruising USA was good. NFL Blitz was our game of choice. Can't believe how much money I wasted on that stuff back then. You know, looking at it now, like, is it would keep records of how many games you played? Like, that was a. I mean, you know, it's not a lot at the time, but it just adds up after a while. Kind of like Golden Tee nowadays. I haven't got into that, but I know a bunch of people who have, and like $4 or $5 a pop. Played hundreds and hundreds of rounds of golf. That's commitment.
Got to get the full game in.
Got to. There's no point to playing 9. Same as there wasn't a point just to play a quarter and blitz.
Was that even like a full quarter?
I think it was. For some reason, I want to say it was just $1 to play. This is, of course, back in like 2000, but.
Well, I meant like a quarter worth of.
Quarter worth of football for
like 1 quarter.
One quarter. I thought it was $1 for a full game.
About.
I want to say maybe it was 2, and it was 50 cents a quarter. I don't recall. Terrible officiating in that game. Talk a little bit about the strong start for Josie Ernest Barnes, and plus 224. We get to see her here in Game 4. Along with Tara Quinlan, Madeline McDuff. Over on 29-30, Emily Peterson, Rebecca O'Connor, and Shannon Sellens. Sellens just put together a pretty nice game. She was about minus 30, minus 40 last game. Just looking to get into the 260s. Definitely did some work now on the right side of plus. Taking a look down, still in game number 3 in a few pairs, and Melissa Van Dyke going to have a chance to shoot 290 over on lanes 9 and 10. She was minus 52 heading into this game. So that's going to be a big swing in the right direction for the left-hander. Just about ready to throw that final shot. Dasha Kovalova is going to be in the 250. She's nearing plus 190. Actually, she's going to surpass. Yeah, she'll surpass plus 190 here. So the former collegiate standout at Wichita State finding the right matchup here in the early going at the 2017 Queens. Hey, bowling fans, there's Jason Thomas. Been running around getting some cool videos throughout the week. Obviously has something in mind here. So I'm guessing whatever he's going to be doing here on lanes 27 through 30, probably see up on the official Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page a little bit later this evening. As well as the official PWBA Facebook page. Great shot there from Madeline McDuff. We got to catch her yesterday on Bowl TV on Extra Frame. Collegiate competitor out of Alabama, Birmingham. Josie Ernest, of course, a standout at Vanderbilt. Now helping coach the Commodores. A PWBA champion. And the current owner of 3 consecutive strikes. Tara Quinlan, also some collegiate experience, actually just transferred to Judson University. Over in Elgin, Illinois. Startup program last year. Getting a pretty good player right there. Josie slicing and dicing here. 4 in a row. It's going to plus 224. Pretty sure no one else has approached quite that number yet here on A Squad. Mentioned Dasha Kovalova putting together a few nice games. She's at plus 193. The number everyone's trying to catch belongs to Lindsay Boomershine. Our day one leader kept it going strong in round 2. Plus 346. Looking at the plus and minus totals, Josie now sitting in second place overall. As we mentioned, at 224 over. The only other player to surpass the plus 200 mark at any point, Jamie Martin of Omaha, Nebraska, had a nice block today, improved upon her day one showing at plus 217. Josie cashing it in right now. Light hits, high hits, they're all falling. Obviously from the strong start, 255, 233 out of the gates. She's comfortable with the look that she has. Had a strong day yesterday as well, plus 133. But when you got a little room each way, things are going well. That explains her spot near the top of the leaderboard.
Had a couple pins converged not to clip the 7 for Josie. Plus 224. She's got some company. It's Daria or Dasha Kovalova. And Shannon Sellens gets a break. Kovalova now at 697 after 3 games. Raise her overall total to plus 193. Tracy Parkin 50 over, 259 in game 3. Tara Quinlan, 245. Ernest Barnes up. All right, 10 pin. Tomorrow, folks, we start at 9 a.m. Eastern. That has been standard for qualifying. Tomorrow is the final day of qualifying as well. At 9 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 6 p.m. Eastern. Squads C, A, B in that order. Duff strikes in the 8th frame. Emily Peterson, good shot. Nice bounce back frame after the open in the 8th. Quinlan, a very good shot there, on line and on target. Shannon Sellens has made a few runs in some PWA events, including the Queens in the past, up on 29, and a late break on the 7th. Don't forget, live scoring is also available. You can find those links in places we talked about, bowl.com/Queens, pwga.com/live. Brittany B. First one in the 10th on a double. She hasn't had too many problems here to 2017 Queens. She missed and left 9. That's a good miss there. Cole Bauer, 244. Shot there again from McDuff. And the early miscue in the second frame, opened in the 6th, but pretty solid since.
Josie Ernest in the books at 247, takes her up to plus 271, meaning she's going to have a chance to take the overall lead with a big final game here. 275 would tie the mark posted by Lindsay Boomershaw. Anything more, Josie would be our leader after 2. Anything less than that, it looks, by all accounts, like it would be Lindsay on top of the standings once again. Some of our quicker pairs done here for game 4. No one started game 5 yet. There we go. That's the camera angle we wanted. Two players finishing up on 25 and 26. Samantha Shaden covering up the spare in the 10th. Gonna go try a different ball on the fill. She's at minus 32 to start this game. Strike for 193. Brittany Himmelreich, 214. Sandy Charles throw all three in the 10th to get to 210. That would put her on the right side of plus at minus 6 currently. Missy Parkin moves up to plus 197. Sandy Charles looking to get to 190 with a strike. Make it 189. Gonna move another camera around here for a quick second. Gonna go to 33 and 34 there in the 7th frame as we wait for our competitors and our featured pairs. There's Ashley Galante up on 34, delivers the strike for a double in the 7th frame, minus 54. Also on that pair, Melanie Crawford and Caitlin Johnson. Caitlin Johnson coming in light, leaving the 2-4-5. And there's Crawford delivering her a second double of the game in the 8th. Looks like we have Clara Guerrero, Desiree Negron, and Kayla Pashina heading to 29 and 30. Had some names change up there. We'll get Ashley Galante's shot here in the 8th frame. And then we'll see what Emil is doing. Another camera here. All right, you're live. Stops on 25 and 26. That's Taylor Boltice covering up the spare. Lori Eskew looking to clean up the 4-7. Just enough. There's Missy Parkin. Plus 197. This would be her 3rd frame. Started with a strike, a split in frame number 2. We'll get Missy's shot and then go back to our feature pair. We got some bowling starting up over there. Tara Quinlan delivers a strike. Giving you one more shot, Emil. So we'll get Missy's spare. She made it. Back to our feature pair. Clara, Desiree, and Michaela now in the 2nd frame. Still waiting for 27 and 28. Tenpin for Clara, the 2016 PWBA Players Championship titleist. Her first PWBA title, also a major. Just about everyone done with game 4 for those who haven't moved on to 5 yet. So we are one fill ball away from getting some competitors here on 27 and 28. Looks like Caitlin Johnson has already made the move. So we got the live look in a few minutes ago. So her and Ashley Galante. Looks like their third will be Brenda Padilla. Josie Ernest Barnes will not get to Lindsay Boomerstein's leading total, so by all accounts, Aiden's mom has led again here at the 2017 Queens.
Really good days for Lindsay. Of course, for her, really about maintaining, getting all the information that she can. But again, match play, bracket, what to look forward to potentially. Can't get too far ahead. And different animal. Looking forward to, what's today? Friday? Looking forward to Sunday.
Today is Friday, yep. Sunday. Sunday. Nice pickup of the washout there by Desiree, member of the 2016 Weber International Intercollegiate Team Champions. Great shot there from Kayla to bounce back after the open in the third. As we talked about a little bit earlier today, Brenda knows what it takes to make it to the stepladder finals. Did so in 2009 in Reno, Nevada.
Where at? Who are we talking about?
Reno, Nevada, 2009.
What happened there?
Brenda made the stepladder finals.
Oh, we talked about that.
We did talk about that, yes.
That was a good year for Brenda. Overall. Made some history at the Open Championships.
At the Open Championships, teamed up with soon-to-be husband Stephen Padilla. She was actually still Brenda Edwards at the time. So not only win the Eagle for doubles, but set the record for the highest total, 1566. That's a lot of striking. She went on to shoot 300 in double or in singles after that as well. So a whole lot of history in Las Vegas in '09 and headed a little bit further north. I'm actually not sure which came first, if the Queens telecast came first or the great run in Vegas at the Cashman Center.
Let's see here at the cut line at the moment.
Scores are updated through 9 games. Obviously, B and C squad already in the books with their 10 games. Oh, come on. Great attempt on the 2-4-10 there by Caitlin Johnson. Pushes the 2 in front of the 10 pin. Josie Ernest Barnes just about done. Getting ready for her 10th frame. She's going to more than likely surpass the plus 300 mark. Maybe she needed that first hit in the 10th to get there. Max out at 226, needed 229 to get to 300 over. Left a 10 pin on her first shot. Two really good shots there from Kayla on the left lane. Looks like Sandra Gongora is going to have a big game over on 5 and 6. It's at minus 35, has a chance to strike out in the 10th for 280. It'll be a pretty big momentum boost heading into the final 5 tomorrow.
9 count. First shot in the 10th for Sandra, but yeah, you called it. He was in the minus category. Minus 35. To 27 for Josie. 9 spare for Gongora, as we mentioned. $259 for Gongora. Aaron McCarthy has the front 8.
Whoa.
On lane 35.
35, that's by us.
It is.
That'll be another big and quick change of momentum. McCarthy at minus 77. This squad hasn't hit the burn yet. You figure Aaron would be strong on that, but a nice little kickstart before she gets there tomorrow.
Good shot there, McRome. Solid 8 for Desiree. Well, +7. Of course, just finishing up this game. Still not complete, but that's the number at the moment to get into match play. That number does include your defending champion, Bernie Slim, who's inside the number. If she was outside, it wouldn't matter because she'd already have a spot. It'd be 63 players. It really still is, of course, 63 players who will join her.
Aaron McCarthy up, looking for 9 in a row. Looks like she connected. So it looks like he had that camera already set, so we could.
It's kind of set.
It's kind of set.
Yeah, there'll be some work to do with additionally.
All right, well, you're the man. I know you know what you're doing. I trust you. Plus, you're way taller than me, which I feel is important in these situations. So we will stay on 27 through 30 until we get that opportunity to go to the 10th frame. Kyoko McDonald ahead of Aaron. Already started her 10th. She can actually shoot 267, so nice game for Kyoko, looking to get back in the mix. She'll have a long way to go. Minus 183 heading into this game, but once again, if you can find some momentum, take it into the next day.
Kovalova, mentioned her solid day going on, or solid evening.
And of course, Jason Thomas, also not too far away. He's got a camera on the situation as well. Probably a little bit better angle than what we'll have. So Aaron yet to picking up the ball now, so we'll get Ashley Galante's shot here. Looking for 4 in a row before we switch cameras up. Ashley connects. All right. Mr. Williams, you're up. Aaron McCarthy. Team USA Trials champion in 2017, runner-up at the 2015 USBC Queens, looking for a big finish here. 9 in a row. Mark at 10.
Pretty good shot there. 10 back. And it struggled a little bit. And outside the number. But perhaps not anymore.
Yeah, she's already going to be back in the plus here. It's minus 77, already in the 280s. Looking for more. Come on, Scout. Or is there a 7-pin still up there?
There's a 7-pin.
Ah.
The old angle got us.
The old angle indeed. So tricky. It still looked cool though.
It did.
So we got the spare attempt. Sounded good. 289. Erin McCarthy. I believe she just said, I'm plus. And a reason to be excited. For sure. So we head back. Final shot for Clara Guerrero. Gonna give a few pins back on that plus 44. Gonna finish the day at plus 30 overall.
Monte trying to get into that on the plus side and hop into the number. Headed into tomorrow as well. Taylor Boltice. She'll finish with 213 plus 32. To Padilla, big double. Oh, hold on, ball. Not sure, but I'll say that she might have hit her ankle. The way she kind of shook it off, gave it kicked her left foot.
Caitlin Johnson will quickly walk away from that one. Happy there's an X up there.
Does look like Ashley wears an ankle brace on her left ankle. All not lost here. She had to regroup.
Still get to 228.
Marissa Thomas. From Louisville, Kentucky at +7, and she will add to her total. Really good shot there for Padilla in the 9th. Tish Johnson. Open in the 10th, split in the 10th frame. Gonna add it to her total. It's well within the cut. Give it a run, Ashley.
Tenth frame, Caitlin Johnson does not get that one up the hill. Just finished up her freshman season at Weber International.
Bright future.
Very bright future.
Anchored the squad. For a lot of ITCs and on television.
Great cover right there. Still going to be in the hunt for the top 63, 64. Going to be a few pins under par. Great shot there by Brenda. She wanted that one. Sparrow gets her to 197. That would be plus 25. One of the truly great shot makers out there. Always enjoy getting the chance to watch Brenda. Classic form.
Just got to get to the top 63. Get to the bracket.
Well, we'll have a much clearer picture now that we're done with round 2. Folks are going to know, hey, I need to go all out. B, I'm in there pretty comfortably. I can tinker around a little bit. See if something may work a little better. Or I'm on the bubble. That's got to be a frustrating place to be. I mean, it's cool because obviously still in the mix, but what'd you say the number was coming into this final game?
Plus 7.
Plus 7. If you're someone like,
Big shot. Big shot.
there you go. Big double in the 10th. But if you're someone like Brenda, who's in the cut just by a few pins, you've got to make, those decisions. Obviously, got to see kind of how the scores play throughout the day. A squad bowling in the middle tomorrow, so you'd think, granted today, scores were a little lower on the burn, so you never know. But
didn't expect that.
Do you take the more conservative approach? If you see a chance at 250, do you make that move? I'm glad I don't have to make these decisions.
Yeah,
as I said,
it's a tough one.
Yesterday or today, I'm not good at making decisions. So
it's a tough call, but if it was me personally, I'd probably assess with myself and whoever else I need to assess with, and determine if I feel I did everything I could do to score well today, and if I didn't, then I would still probably want to make whatever change we think is necessary to make. And if it doesn't result in added pins, as Ashley Galante, that could have been a worse game right there, considering her frames the 8th and 9th. But it's a big double, first of all, and then you add on to a 206. He doesn't give anything away and adds more to our total. Getting back to our final point as we close, and if I don't get to where I need to get to, but I felt like I did all I could, then there you have it. I mean, it's, I'd be okay. You have to live with it and be okay with it. But it's very different, depending on where you are. If you're out the cut, again, as you said, near the cut, and then I don't know if you're ever comfortably in the cut. Lindsey Boomshire's probably comfortably in the cut, but even still, like you got to treat it like you got to get to the finish line.
And we're to the finish line today here on Bowl TV on Extra Frame. That was the final shot, courtesy of Ashley Galante. Neil Milligan already making announcements. Emil Williams, you ready to shuffle?
I am ready to shuffle on out of here. So, great bowling today. Nice job, Aaron Smith.
Thank you. You as well.
Great job to Jason Thomas and all of our staff, of course, here at the Raising Cane's River Center, our USBC staff, and the PWBA staff. So, just like the past 2 days, folks, yesterday and today. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time on your Saturday. 9 a.m. Eastern. Get on up early, get your jog in, hit the workout, and come join us for some bowling tomorrow morning. We will have who's on tomorrow?
C Squad.
C Squad. Are you sure?
Yes. Final day is usually cab.
That is correct. Well said. Well said, Aaron Smith. Again, C Squad on the fresh. A Squad on the burn at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, and the B Squad will finish things out tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. All right, so for Aaron Smith and Jason Thomas, this is Emil Williams Jr. We will see you tomorrow. This has been a presentation of the 2017 USBC Queens Bowl TV on Extra Frame. Have a great night, folks.